How failure builds future success. Failure is often seen as the opposite of success, but in reality, it is one of the greatest teachers in life. Every failure carries a lesson, every mistake reveals a better path, and every setback prepares us for future opportunities. The title, How Failure Builds Future Success, reminds us that success is not built by avoiding failure. It is built by learning, growing, and continuing after failure. Today, I want to talk about something that every person experiences but very few people truly understand. Failure. Most people are afraid of failure. They avoid difficult challenges because they do not want to lose. They worry about making mistakes. They fear what other people might think. But what if failure is not your enemy? What if failure is actually your greatest teacher? The truth is simple. Failure does not stop your future. Giving up does. Every successful person has failed at something. Some failed many times. Some experienced rejection again and again. Some lost money. Some lost opportunities. Some even lost confidence for a while. But they all had one thing in common. They refused to let failure become the end of their story. Instead, they treated failure as a lesson. Life is like learning to ride a bicycle. The first time you try, you may lose your balance. You may fall. You may feel embarrassed. But every fall teaches you something. You learn how to balance better. You learn how to steer. You learn how to stay calm. Eventually, you ride with confidence. Not because you never fell, but because you learned from every fall. Life works in the same way. Every mistake teaches a lesson if you are willing to learn. Imagine a student preparing for an important examination. The student studies hard but does not pass. At first, the student feels disappointed. The student has two choices. The first choice is to believe, I am not good enough. The second choice is to ask, what can I do better next time? The second choice changes everything. The student studies differently, improves weak subjects, manages time better, practices more questions. The next attempt becomes stronger because of the previous failure. Failure becomes the foundation of success. The same happens in every area of life. A person may start a business that does not succeed. Instead of quitting forever, the person studies what went wrong. Maybe the planning was weak. Maybe the timing was not right. Maybe important lessons were learned. When that person starts again, they are no longer a beginner. They now have experience. Experience is one of life's greatest teachers. And experience often comes through failure. Many people believe successful people are fearless. That is not true. Successful people also feel fear. The difference is that they do not allow fear to stop them. They understand that mistakes are part of growth. Imagine a sculptor creating a beautiful statue. The sculptor does not create perfection with one strike of the hammer. Piece by piece, unwanted stone is removed. Slowly, a masterpiece appears. Our lives are similar. Failure removes weakness. It teaches patience. It builds wisdom. It develops character. Little by little, it shapes us into stronger people. One of the biggest reasons people fear failure is because they worry about the opinions of others. They think, what if people laugh at me? What if they think I am not good enough? But remember this. People may judge your failures today. They will admire your success tomorrow. Do not allow temporary opinions to decide your future. The only opinion that truly matters is the one you have about yourself. Believe that you can improve. Believe that every setback teaches something valuable. Believe that today's disappointment does not define tomorrow's possibilities. Failure is temporary. Learning is permanent. Another important lesson is that failure builds resilience. Resilience means having the strength to recover after difficult times. Imagine a tree during a strong storm. The wind blows with great force. Some branches bend. Some leaves fall. But the tree survives because its roots are deep. Challenges help our roots grow deeper. Every difficult experience makes us mentally stronger. When the next challenge comes, we are more prepared. Life becomes easier not because problems disappear, but because we become stronger. Many people dream about success. Few people prepare themselves for the challenges that come before success. Every dream requires patience. Every goal requires effort. Every achievement requires persistence. Failure is simply one part of that journey. Do not think of failure as a wall. Think of it as a staircase. Each lesson becomes another step upward. Even slow progress is still progress. Never compare your failures with someone else's success. You are only seeing one chapter of their story. You are not seeing the years of struggle behind it. Every person has a unique journey. Your journey is teaching you lessons that will help you in the future. Trust that process. Another powerful lesson failure teaches is humility. When everything goes perfectly, it is easy to become overconfident. Failure reminds us that there is always something new to learn. It keeps us open-minded. It encourages us to improve. People who continue learning continue growing. Growth never ends. One mistake does not make you a failure. One bad day does not make your life unsuccessful. One disappointment does not destroy your future. Your future is determined by your next decision. Will you stop? Or will you continue? That decision belongs only to you. Imagine a farmer planting crops. Not every seed grows. Some are damaged by weather. Some never sprout. Does the farmer stop planting forever? No. The farmer plants again. The farmer learns. The farmer adapts. Eventually, the harvest comes. Life rewards those who continue planting seeds of effort, even after disappointment. Sometimes your greatest success is hidden behind your greatest challenge. If you quit too early, you may never discover what was waiting just one more step ahead. So be patient with yourself. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Forgive yourself when things do not go as planned. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. Learning is proof that you are growing. Growth is proof that your future is becoming brighter. Every sunrise gives you another opportunity. Another chance to improve. Another chance to try again. Another chance to become stronger than yesterday. Do not waste that opportunity because of yesterday's failure. Instead, use yesterday as a teacher. Carry the lesson. Leave the disappointment behind. Move forward with courage. One day, you will look back and realize something amazing. The moments that once made you cry became the moments that made you stronger. The failures that once seemed painful became the foundation of your wisdom. The obstacles that once blocked your path became the reason you discovered a better one. That is the hidden gift of failure. It prepares you for success that is stronger, wiser, and more meaningful. So, whenever life becomes difficult, do not lose hope. Whenever you fail, do not lose confidence. Whenever you fall, stand up again. Learn the lesson. Take another step. Keep believing. Because success is not built by people who never fail. Success is built by people who never stop learning. Always remember this. Failure is not the end of your journey. Sometimes, it is the beginning of your greatest success. Moral of the speech. Failure is not something to fear. It is one of life's greatest teachers. Every mistake, every disappointment, and every setback carries a lesson that helps us become wiser, stronger, and more prepared for future success. Those who learn from failure and continue moving forward are the ones who eventually achieve their dreams. If you experience failure today, do not let it define your future. Let it educate you, strengthen you, and prepare you for greater opportunities. Believe in yourself, keep learning, and never stop trying. Remember, success is not built on a life without failure. It is built on the courage to rise every time you fall.